why you stop?
Why do you have the bird?
Say it again.
Why do you
I catch you when I catch you.
Let me have the bird.
But
I have the bird. I have the bird.
You gotta be thankful.
I know how to hold the bird. Let go of the bird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back to it. Conservative Confucius here. We got some migrant crisis insanity for you going on in the world, just like always. But let's get into it. So it turns out that migrants have now flooded into Springfield, Ohio, in mass numbers. This is a town of roughly 60,000 people. 20,000 Haitian immigrants have flooded into a town that is barely 3 times the size of of the number of Haitian immigrants that have come in. They are now slaughtering pets, cats, dogs, geese, ducks, even eagles. It is insanity, and the media is in full gaslighting mode. Everybody is telling you no, the politicians, all of them. So let's get down to it and see. Let's just get down to it. We have Adam Swalwell denying it, the Chinese spy dude, the guy who had sex with the Chinese spy Feng Feng. So let's get down to it and see what this traitor has to say. Don't forget to go down there, smash the like button, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and don't forget to share this video if you guys like it. I appreciate you guys coming down. Let's get into it and do it. All right. So this is Eric Swalwell. This is from townhall.com, posted by Libs of TikTok. All righty. Come on. Shimon.
What in the hell is this? The chairman tweets, protect our ducks and kittens in Ohio because he goes down some crazy rabbit hole, completely debunked that aliens are eating pets.
I love how they say aliens because they don't want to say
you
illegal aliens because they can't anymore. They don't want to say migrants because it means they're foreign. So they say aliens. So whenever they claim someone is saying something about aliens, it sounds even more conspiratorial, like it's like aliens from another universe. Oh, alien conspiracy. Like that's what it sounds like.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, because last year, for a very long time, you tweeted and promoted Kanye West as he was calling for genocide against the Jews, and you kept it up.
Ugh.
And now, when we have victims coming here, you're tweeting this nonsense.
Okay, Kanye West is an insane person, but just because he says something that people don't like doesn't mean that they have to remove every post of his they had previously liked. It's not like he was saying this his entire life. He was saying this out of nowhere, and a lot of people didn't know about it until it was everywhere. So you can't judge a person for saying something, whether it was like liking a post or something. You guys are insane. You think that someone has to do everything lockstep. Like if they don't follow this exact set of rules that we, the people in power, have made, then they are no longer considered a viable person. They are no longer considered moral. That's bullshit. You guys abandon morality whenever it suits you. But then when you see something you don't like, even when it's something as simple and as laughable and as funny and nonchalant and non-important as a freaking meme, an AI meme of ducks and kitties and President Trump, you lose your shit.
I don't know why you would do this. I hope you're okay. I don't know if the aliens who are eating your ducks are in the room with us right now.
Why would they be in the room with you right now? They're not aliens from another dimension. They're illegal immigrants who have come into our country and are now slaughtering our native, animals, domesticated animals, all kinds.
But Mr. Chairman, this is a serious issue. These people have loved ones who have been lost.
Yes, by illegal immigrants. Let's go over some of the stuff that they don't want to tell us that's going on. So Haitians are stealing pets and killing them en masse, local birds, and cooking them, also local birds, to cook and eat them. They do this in public. Sometimes they do this in the street, in parks, and sometimes on their private property or outside their house. Venezuelans are taking over hotels, apartments, and robbing stores, one after another. They've taken over highways and the FDR highway. Also, Congolese and Senegalese men who have also been coming in here in mass. Both come from countries that are in the top 3 of grape countries in the world, the countries with the most grape, SA, you get what I'm saying? Congolese and Senegalese men are graping their way through large East Coast cities. Muslims from the most dangerous countries in the world are flooding into Minnesota and some into Michigan. 20,000 Haitian immigrants have come into Ohio. 400,000 immigrants, mainly Venezuelan, have flooded into Colorado. Millions upon millions into Texas and Arizona. Honduran migrants in Nebraska arrested after killing a bald eagle, released by progressive AG, Attorney General, with no charges. Multiple dogfight rings have been broken up by police in states across the country. All of them have been run by illegal aliens, mainly Central American and Mexican illegal aliens. Different animals are being abused on such high levels that it's the highest we've ever seen in our country. Texas is seeing such an increase, they've made new task force to handle it. People have been reporting cases where animals, mainly dogs, with bullet wounds, stab wounds, contusions, cuts, and broken bones, bruises, and more, some of them being extremely emaciated and some nearly starved to death. This is what we are seeing under the Biden-Harris administration, and it will not get better with Kamala Harris. Why, you ask? Oh, why would you say that won't get better? Because she refuses to acknowledge any of those are even happening. If you have someone who says, oh, I think she'll fix all these problems. Okay, to fix them, she has to acknowledge them. If she refuses to admit there's a problem, then there's no problem she has to fix because she doesn't see them. That's the Democratic Party for you right now. They say there's nothing happening. You're crazy. This is all propaganda, conspiracy theories. You're crazy. This isn't happening, blah, blah, blah. And then they can say, we're fixing the real problems. While you talk about conspiracy theories and people eating cats, we're focusing on the border. We're focusing on inflation. That's bullshit, and you guys know it. It's time for these people to nut up or shut up. It's time for us to nut up or shut up. We need to start organizing. I literally saw videos of sheriffs across the country going into town halls and asking their people in their towns to start forming militias. This is something that needs to happen. It is our God-given right to have a well-armed, well-regulated militia. Regulated does not mean by the government. It means having the equipment necessary to do so in an organized fashion. It has nothing to do with regulation from the government. People who say that are inept and unknowledgeable about the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. They need to wake up and get educated. Regulation and being regulated militia have nothing to do with each other. That word is being used in a different term. It's multiple definitions, and they're using it improperly. So let's get down to it and get a little bit more into this. So I'm going to have to blur a lot of this. I'm just letting you guys know this is how ridiculous it is. But here's a Haitian immigrant eating a cat. I'm not going to play the video. You don't need to see it. Yeah, here's Haitian immigrants in Ohio. You have some of the people talking about what's going on. By the way, this is from, let's see, this is from Tyler Oliveira.
Something in their language, I'd be like, go on down the road, you fucking sand monkey.
Okay, I don't agree with what he just said there, and I don't think, obviously, Tyler doesn't either. Look at his face. But, you know, they're fed up, and I get the anger, but it doesn't mean you have to resort to racism.
And that's what I say to them.
You say it straight to their face?
Straight to their face. I mean, why beat around the bush?
Okay, what do they say to that?
They don't say nothing. I don't understand them. They don't, you know, I guess apparently they don't understand me, but trying to learn our language.
Do you see them trying to learn English and assimilate to the American culture?
No, I don't. But, you know, it's just, it gets old, man. I mean, there's 12 motherfucking Haitians that live there, and there's another 7 or 8 that lives right here.
12 living in the house over there, 7 living in this house right here.
I'll knock on that door, yeah.
And 4 of them just moved in here. They ain't
And
in
4
there
into the house next door.
next week.
So you're going to be the minority very shortly if you already are.
We already are the minority.
What would you say the percentage currently is of Haitians to OG, original Springfieldians?
You mean percentage-wise?
Yeah.
Probably them 60%, that's 40.
Okay.
You know, it's
Are they eating cats in the neighborhood? Is that real?
Man, I heard that.
Then the numbers are worse than 20,000. It's I know it's 20,000 plus, but if it's that bad, it's probably his neighborhood. He feels that way. And it may be true that his neighborhood is 60-40 immigrants to natives. But the rest of the city's got to be closer to like, 60-40 the opposite way. But still, that's insane. 40% of a city that was once 100% American is now overwhelmingly Haitian, and illegal immigrant Haitian people who are coming here either because they're fleeing criminal charges or because they're running away from a cannibal gang. And instead of doing something better, they just act out their most debased and deranged, actions, and they do them here. Like all these messed up things that they did over there. They're like, hey, we can do that here because they give us the freedom to do so. No, we do not give you the freedom to harm animals, to ruin our environment, and to crap on our hospitality.
The white devil right there. They had 6 chickens in their backyard a month ago. 6 walking around fucking chickens, and they ain't none back there now. Now there's over 20,000 of them, and they're every fucking where.
And just if anybody wants to say this guy is, he's obviously has some hatred for the people that are coming. I'm sure it's not all black people because he's looking like he's married to either a Hispanic woman or a mixed Hispanic black woman. So it's obviously not, that he's hatred of any race. It's that he's so fed up that his anger is becoming race hatred. And that's just something that happens. People become racist if the hatred gets, look at Candace Owens. I'm sure she doesn't hate, I'm sure she didn't used to hate every Jew that existed. It started off with just a couple. Then other ones started saying, we're going to go after her because she's being insane. She's saying racist things and she doesn't realize it. And then that led to a couple more. And then other ones piled on top of her. And eventually we just said, we're done with you. And she's like, okay, well, I'm done with you. And that leads to just everybody hates, she hates everybody now. But everybody doesn't hate her. There are still Jews who suck up to her like Elijah Schaefer and other ones and Dave Smith. But like, if you ask them, they hate all Jews except for the ones that they like. And that's stupid. You can't say that and still say, I'm not racist. This guy is not hating everyone who's Haitian. He's hating these people who have ruined his city, who have ruined his environment, his ability to live in a free and safe neighborhood where he could raise a family. And that feeling taken away is a very angry feeling. I know how angry it is. One of the neighborhoods I lived in, they opened up a safe shoot up site. We had no drug problem in our neighborhood. We had no drunkies. We had no people using drugs, no people selling drugs. That was like half the city away. And they invited it into, this is back when I was living in Philly, and they invited it into the part of Philly I was living in. And they opened up places where people could shoot up safely, which means they no longer have to worry about getting in trouble with the cops for shooting up in the street. So now they can go beg from the people who have money, the lower middle class, the wealthy, who are on our side of town, while they lived in the dirt poor town. And half of those people will come from the wealthy parts of the suburbs outside of Philly. So these people aren't like struggling homeless people who have no wealth. These people are people who've screwed over everyone in their family, just like the migrants who come over here. They've screwed over everything. They have no other option. So what do? They use and abuse our hospitality to gain whatever they can, and then use that as much as possible to make it seem like they actually need it. So then they get more from the government. Oh, you really do need that financial aid. You really are using it up. That means you must need it. Let's give you more. Okay, well, you use that up. Let's give you more. No, stop giving them more. Give us more.
The landlords make the people move out so they can rent to the Haitians to get more money.
Yep.
It's bullshit. You go to the grocery store, there's no fucking groceries.
Yep.
They give them $3,000 a fucking month plus food stamps. I'm an American.
Yep.
Just like you.
Yeah.
And these motherfuckers come from Haitianville, wherever the fuck they're from, and they get everything. They get medical care paid.
Like I've mentioned before, my dad is Haitian and Greek. My mom is Jewish. My granddad is from Haiti. I did talk to them about this before I went and made this video. They agree that I should call this out. I said, you don't think there's anything wrong with me covering this stuff? And they said, no. As long as you're not the one spewing any type of race hatred, I agree with everything you're going to say because I left Haiti because of this stuff. My granddad was saying he left Haiti because of the barbarity of the country. It was not a place where you could grow up and raise a family without them turning out somewhat like that or having these proclivities to do those kinds of things. And it is insane to think that we're just inviting these people into our country. Not every culture is the same. And you cannot invite a culture that does not mesh with our culture into our culture. It is only going to end up badly, and people are going to be killed, hurt, harmed, and so are animals, so are everyone. It's insane to think that we're doing this in the name of diversity. We're destroying our country in the name of diversity. Why? Oh, by the way, I wanted to make sure I say this, like, we're going to put me on big camera. Every single idiot who says that it's the Jews who are ruining everyone with illegal immigration, they're the ones sending everyone here, they're the ones paying for it. Bullshit. The only organization that has anyone connected to it that's Jewish that's doing this is Soros, who's about as far from Jewish as anybody has been that's a Jew. He betrayed his family, was raised by a radical fake Christian man in Germany who repossessed property from Jewish people during World War II. He said he doesn't regret any of it when asked, hey, do you regret some of your actions during World War II working with the Nazis? And he said, I was a young boy. He's like, they said, no, you were 16, actually. He says, well, I don't regret any of it. I did what I had to do to survive. And it's like, you could have just not worked for your uncle and left and gone with your family. He said, I didn't want to leave. Okay. And he's like, well, okay, well, what do you think about your Jewish heritage? And I said, do you have any relationship with God? And they were like, he's like, no, I am God. Are you kidding me? Okay, you can't call that man a Jew. I mean, the dude works with Klaus Schwab, whose father is a Nazi. Like, are you kidding me? And so you want to blame Jews for everything, right? Okay, well, this isn't our fault. I can tell you that. I'm a Messianic Jew. I believe in Christ, but this is not our fault. You know whose fault it is? Everyone's. It's America's fault. It's the West's fault. And you know who's perpetrating it worse than any other group? Catholics, buddy. So Candace, George Farmer, her husband, anybody else who wants to jump on me, go ahead and do it. Go down to the border right now in Arizona. Go down. I've been there. Go down there. Go down there and look and see these little camps set up that give out water and food and charge your phone and give you all this information on how to get to somewhere safely and how to find the rides that will be hidden. Guess who runs them? Catholic charities. Not Jewish. Catholic charities. Not Jewish. So shut the hell up and don't drag our name into it. I'm not saying Catholics are bad. I'm not blaming Catholics for this problem like you blame Jews. But I'm going to say this because it needs to be said. Start calling out the Catholic charities that are destroying our country and flooding in immigrants. These aren't the everyday immigrants. The ones that are coming into Arizona, terrorists, drug dealers, human traffickers, sex traffickers. These are the worst of the worst. And Catholic charities are the ones importing them. And you blame Jews. Wake up. Everyone else, I appreciate you guys sticking with me. I didn't mean to lash out at anybody in particular. I just wanted to get that message across. If you guys want to look into it, Catholic charities, I can do a video on some of I did it a while back covering some of the things that they do, but we will go into it a little bit deeper. If you guys want me to, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to go down there and comment and like the video. But yeah, I will cover that as much as possible. So let's move on. So it says, dear racist, you eat birds too. This is from Downtown Press saying that we eat birds. Oh, okay. You ever heard of a chicken? Really? Yeah, but we don't do what the guy did in the opening of the video, which I had shown you. Where is it? Whatever. But yeah, the guy with the seagull trying to break the neck of the seagull, and the girl's like, hey, stop. What are you doing? And he's like, oh, I eat. And he's like, no, put the bird down. She's trying to get him to stop. So obviously, I mean, come on. What is going on? Why are we acting like this is not happening and it's not an issue? Like, those birds have diseases. If Americans were doing this, we would hear from the CDC about how dangerous it is and how we need to watch out and get vaccinated. And it's a danger to society if people eat birds that are infected with diseases and blah, blah, blah. And it's not okay with the FDA. But when immigrants do it, oh, it's just part of their culture and it's racist to say otherwise. Blah, blah, blah.
The middle of downtown.
Okay.
This is a call from someone who's watching people kill geese on a pond.
And what path are you on?
Right now, hold on just a second. I'm coming to the intersection of, give me a second here. It says Water and Warder Street. I'm riding on the trail going to my orientation for my job today, and I see a group of Haitian people. There was about 4 of them. They all had geese in their hand. They got away. I couldn't make out the first 3 of the license plate, but I got the numbers. The last numbers was 9898.
Yeah, so that's crazy. Why are we allowing this to go on in our country? And he's the guy walking around with Canadian geese, just dead in his hand. Like nothing's wrong. Just every day carrying my laptop bag and my dead goose. Who cares? One woman came home to find her cat skinned and hanging in a tree. And yeah, we can't ask these people to assimilate. They don't want to. They're not here to assimilate. They're here to conquer and make their version of the country they want. Like everyone coming over here who's not going to assimilate, they plan to make the country not just like their old country, but a better. They see their, like they say, oh well, yeah, I don't like the fact that I couldn't do this or that, but I still like the fact that I can kill this and do this and grape women and do all that. So they're going to do everything they want that they think they should get away with in life. They're going to try to make their country. They're going to try to make this country into a country that they want, and we don't want that. It is going to be a nightmare if we tried to live in something that it's like a mixture of Venezuela, Cuba, Senegal, and Somalia. That's what we'd end up with if shit keeps going this way. It would be the biggest nightmare for anyone in the world. I mean, just look at all the accidents they're causing. They're literally causing accident after accident after accident in Ohio. It's insane. This is just Ohio illegal immigrant accidents. It's crazy. Insane.
Jump off, nobody gonna know. Can't you see?
Half of them were like crashed into houses and stuff. It's insane. And how is it that they all have nicer cars than half of Americans do? Like, what is going on? Yeah, Ohio governor says the Haitian migrants are creating health and traffic issues. These dramatic surges impact every citizen of the community. Every citizen, DeWine said, noting additional influxes are occurring in Findlay and Lima, Ohio. Jesus. Isn't Lima that city that they used in that stupid musical show? When it was called Glee or whatever? Came out like a long time ago. I don't know. Moms who have to wait for hours in the waiting room with a sick child. Everyone who drives on the streets, and it affects children who go to school in more crowded classrooms with people not being able to get their work done or even be taught because half the class doesn't speak freaking English. Yeah, we already heard from him. Yeah, more of this crap. I don't want to show you guys too much. But yeah, here's from a Haitian website, by the way. Haitian report. Why do Haitians eat cats? Contrary to beliefs, Haitians don't eat cats because they're poor or hungry. They eat it because it's their tradition. The practice of eating cats in Haiti is not new, but an old tradition started in the time of slavery. For instance, runaway slaves hunted and killed wild cats in Haiti's forests, treacherous mountains, many years before Haiti became a nation. So the practice of eating cats is as old as Haiti herself. Yes, Haitians do eat other types of animals. Yes, they eat cows, goats, sheep, chicken, pork, but cat meat is a delicacy that many from the countryside simply can't resist. And another person was saying it's basically like, escargot for them. There's another one. This guy found one. He's checking it out. I'm not going to show him breaking the legs and stuff. That's too awful. But yeah. So a single mother from Massachusetts says that illegal migrants from Venezuela who live in the apartment below her have started to complain to the landlord about everything she does and are conspiring to get her evicted so they can get one of their friends or family members into the room above them, which is her room, our apartment. So yeah.
The unthinkable has happened. The illegals have finally landed on my doorstep, and if they can land on my doorstep, they're landing on yours next. I live in a small city, 45 minutes from a big city, you know, not too much to do here, ain't shit around. However, I'm being run out of my apartment by Venezuelan illegals. Never thought that shit would happen down here, but I'm fucking wrong. So a couple of months ago, these illegals moved in downstairs. There's about 10 of them in a 4-bedroom apartment. Literally, the living room is full of mattresses. So through getting to know them and being a considerate neighbor, they inform me that they are illegally here from Venezuela and that my landlord gets a government check to allow them to be here. Now they're making bullshit ass complaints.
Just so you know, why would they want to take money when they already have a tenant? Why are you that stupid? I'm sorry to say to anybody who really doesn't think that. And if you did, I don't really mean to insult you, but just wake up, people. They don't care about us. Not just like I'm not saying the realtors, every realtor doesn't care about you, but I'm saying any business owner that's willing to house illegal immigrants for a single check, even if it's just one family, they are willing to kick you out of your house. Why? Because they know that government money comes no matter what. Why? Because it comes from us. They tax us. They get the money. They always have money. They can create more if they need it. So what would you rather have? And this is from a business standpoint only. Remove all morals, remove all ethics, and just look at this from a business money-making standpoint. What would you rather have? A family of 10 who might ruin your apartment, but the government pays their first month down, their last month down, and their down payment. Okay? Then they also will pay for any damages done to the apartment and any cost for cleaning. Boom. Okay? There'll be no arguments. There'll be no court cases. There'll be no haggling back and forth. And then you have one family. Yeah, they might only have 2 people there in 4 people in a 4-bedroom. But hey, like they're going to have, the rent is never guaranteed because they have a job. They could lose that job, which means the income is not secure. They don't, they're a normal person. So that means they don't have savings forever. So it means like, you never can guarantee whether they're going to have your money, and you don't have information on their bank account. So you never know. And then you also realize that, hey, they might not want to pay first month's down payment as well and last month's down. So you might be only get last month's down in a first month. Okay. Well, government will haggle that. They'll do it. Okay. And they might want to say, hey, I cleaned the apartment. Why are you charging me this much money for cleaning? Which they never need to charge you that, but they do it anyways. But normal people will fight back against that. Get them to remove it, get them to cut it in half the price, get them to even get rid of it in cases. Well, they don't have to worry about that anymore. They can make an extra, let's just say the down payment, that's we're looking at, let's say your rent is $1,200. You're looking at another $1,200 for their down payment, $1,200 for the first month's rent, $1,200 for the last month's rent, $900 for the cleaning service, and $900 to $1,500 for the cleaning service. Any repairs, and especially when all those repairs are going to happen and they don't have to pay it at all, they get all this new cabinets, new flooring, new carpet, all paid by the government, which would cost them thousands of dollars. Even if they did charge the person who lived there previously, they'd still most likely not be able to pay for it all. So they're getting thousands upon thousands of dollars, anywhere between $5,000 to $12,000+ in free stuff for their apartment. Whether it's they get guaranteed income, whether it's they get free carpet, they get free cabinets, they get free new washer and dryer, new sink, new dishwasher, all that paid for by the government. Now, tell me, as a normal person looking from a business standpoint with no ethics, no morals included, which would you choose? Guaranteed income and a free renovation on your apartment every time someone moves out? Or would you rather have a person who's going to haggle it and say, well, at least I like them, they're a good person, I approve their values, and they didn't ruin my apartment, but I want my money? That's how you would look at it. That's how they're doing it.
trying to get me to kick the fuck out and cause a problem between me and my landlord. I've been here 9 fucking years and never had a problem. My landlord bought the house 3 years ago and we're like this. Suddenly, I ain't shit anymore. Okay, first complaint. They're complaining that my son walks too heavy through the house. Second complaint. They're complaining that my 8-pound dog scratches on the floor when he walks and they don't like the sound of it. Third complaint. They're complaining that I smoke cigarettes in my apartment because they claim their children in their apartment is going to be affected by my cigarette intake. Fourth complaint. They complain that my 84-year-old grandfather stands in the window with his shirt off. Fifth complaint. They're complaining that they can hear me coming in and out of the back entry, so they would prefer I didn't leave the house between 8 p.m. and 8 a.m.
What?
Sixth complaint. They complain that they can hear me talking on my phone, and they don't like that. Seventh complaint. They complain when my best friend comes over once a month because her 3-year-old daughter is running through my house. She's fucking 3. Keep in mind, these people have a 6 and a 5-year-old, plus a newborn. And the 4 other children that comes with their guests. Now, these people, since they have moved in, have roasted guinea pigs against the fucking house in this big roaster grill they bought, which caused black smoke to come all over my house and my siding. Not to mention, my apartment smells like roasted fucking guinea pigs at least 3 days a week. Then, they allow their 5-month-old dog to be in my driveway, not my yard, my 5-car driveway, unsupervised, so that when I'm coming and going, I'm running a risk of hitting his ass and him. Then when I open the entry door to leave my apartment building, this dog runs in the hallway all the way up to the stairs to my apartment to get to my dog, and he's shitting and pissing the entire way. On top of that, they let him shit in the driveway. So not only is my driveway got shit stains with flies all over them, but I'm now running over shit in my car, and it's getting in my fucking tires. Oh, and by the way, their kids run and play too. I just don't complain about it.
Seriously, like, I don't even know what to say. Like, this is fucking, sorry for my language. This is unbelievable. This is freaking pathetic and disgusting. And the fact that they're acting like they deserve this when they haven't even gotten close to this, wherever they're from. They're Venezuelan. They have no rights to anything there. They have no property. They have no money. They have no food. And now they're acting like they're the king of the fucking, sorry for my language again. They're king of the hotel. Like they're in a penthouse. They can just order food service whenever they want, do whatever they want, get away with whatever they want, complain about whatever they want, take it to the freaking manager, like freaking Karens, Central American Karens. That's all they are.
All of these things they do, my landlord sees firsthand because he has video cameras, but yet he's coming down me on each and every fucking problem they have.
Jesus.
And every time I accommodate and try to get over their issue, they have another one 2 hours later. So then I started being nosy and listening to my video camera in the hallway where I can hear what goes on outside. Let that shit play into my Google Translate. These motherfuckers are talking about getting me run out of my apartment, turning the landlord against me, because the landlord's going to do whatever they ask to get that check so that they can have their illegal family and friends move into my fucking apartment.
I mean, seriously, she's handling this well. I mean, if this was happening to me and I was being gaslit by people who I rent with, I've worked with them for 9 years, and they do this to me after that, I mean, it would shock me, even though I know it's all about the money. Like, this would still shock me. Like, it would stress me out. I would probably be on the verge of like a breakdown.
You don't understand how hard it is.
I can't tell. She might be. She looks like, in her voice, it sounds like she's really having trouble. So
to find a place to live in my city. Not to mention, I'm a single mom. My kid's father passed away 2 years ago. Where the fuck am I getting the money to move? This is completely unacceptable, and I don't know what to do. I mean, do I have any rights? Is there anything I
Yes.
can fucking do
Not
to
in
help
America,
my
but
ass
yeah, you
in
have
this
rights.
situation?
And sadly, our current government system in liberal cities like where you live will do nothing about it. And that's the saddest part.
Or do I even want to still stay here? You know what?
No.
I don't think I do. With my landlord shitting on me.
Move to Texas. Move to northern Texas. Like, don't go to like Austin or Houston. Move to northern Texas. You'll be happy. I promise you. You want a city that's not too big, that's not far away, like an hour outside of a big city? Move to Tyler, Texas. Move to Longview, Texas. Move to anywhere outside of Dallas. You know, move to Waco. Move to somewhere outside of Dallas, and I guarantee you, you can find a good home for a better price and rent that you're paying now, and you will enjoy it much more. And the community and the people and everyone is a lot better.
So quickly for some illegal asshole he's never met just because he makes a few extra dollars doesn't make me feel very comfortable.
No, makes no one feel comfortable. Imagine like that on a mass scale all the way across America. That's what we have. So in who knows what this is? It doesn't really look like chicken. I can't tell what the. Wait, what? No way, that isn't. It can't be. Those are fucking rats. Those are rats. Ooh! Ooh! I don't know what these ones are, but this one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and these are rats. Look, head, rat head. Okay? Rat body. Rat little area where the tail goes before it turns into like the worm little tail. That's a freaking rat. On the streets, cooked on a makeshift grill on a shopping cart in New York City.
That is wild.
Smiling Central Americans cooking rats. Dancing around people cooking rats. That is a effing rat, dude. Those are pigeons. Oh my God, these are pigeons. Pigeon, pigeon, pigeon. Duck, 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 rat, rat. Oh my God. This is insane. Pigeons, rats, and ducks being cooked on New York City streets on the sidewalk and sold. This veteran is talking about what's going on in Ohio. Jesus Christ. Save us now, Jesus. Come back. Somebody fix this. I'm done. World's over.
Residents that were here, first and foremost.
Oh, no. Hell no. I've been trying to get a medical, just a simple Medicaid card since June. They took me off of, I'm a vet. They took me off of the disability and made me start paying for my own disability. They so backed up in there.
So I no wonder I can't get disability. They're giving disability to people who don't even need it. Illegal immigrants, but American citizens aren't getting disability. Makes sense. And pathetic.
They didn't ask me for the same information 3 times, and I done gave it to them 3 times, and they
sounds
still
familiar.
sent me the same letters. So it's frustrating.
What's the wait time?
For back in line, probably pushing 2 hours.
Is there a separation between French speakers, English speakers?
It's all one. They would just have interpreters that hop between the windows as they come up.
Got it.
So,
makes sense.
Yeah. We tried the split line for a while. It ended up being less efficient for everybody.
Got it.
Yeah. No, for you.
The split is between new Haitians that have come in here and Springfieldian OGs, if you will.
I don't know too much about all.
Yeah, you do.
Observationally, what have you seen?
Tell the truth.
9-1 easy.
9-1.
Yeah, it seems like
9-1. People coming in for welfare at the welfare office. 9-1. That means for every 9 Haitian illegal immigrants, 1 of the people who come in. So out of 10 people, 9 of them Haitian illegal immigrants. 1 American citizen in need of the services their country offers them. Are we shitting? Like, are you crapping me? Are you shitting me? This is insane. This is insane. What is going on? How is this happening? And the news isn't publicizing this and saying American people being defrauded by our government. The current administration is ruining this country. Why aren't we seeing that? If this happened under Donald Trump, would be the #1 news story worldwide, not just in America?
Until we get later in the afternoons, then it sort of like evens out. That's when most of the locals tend to come in.
Did they recently hire translators to accommodate the 9-to-1 ratio?
They've been here longer than I have, and I've been here 6-7 months now.
Okay.
So, yeah.
There you have it. 9-to-1.
That means that the translators for French-speaking people have been there for over 6 months, meaning this problem goes back quite a while.
Anyone, this America, you dig what I'm saying? But I'm saying that the things that the hoops they make us jump through can have you turn on each other in a sense, or say negative things. I don't have anything that's negative to say or bad to say about anybody Haitian. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't either. Like I've said, I have no problem with Haitian people. I have a problem with these people coming into our country and thinking that they can take away from the American people, and that thinking that they have a right to even be here and coming in here illegally, period. Like they don't have a right to be here. And my grandfather, my dad, my birth dad and my grandfather both agree with me. These people need to go back or go somewhere else. This is not the time or place. We don't have the options to do so right now. We don't have the ability to do so right now. And for them to think we should just do it anyways and hurt ourselves to help them, I'm not okay with that. Neither is he. He left Haiti because of how much of a crap hole it was. And Donald Trump was right. There are shithole countries, and it's just a fact. The people there don't have to be bad. They can be great people. But the country and the culture itself are horrible.
Of their local residents that were here first and foremost?
Oh, no. Hell no.
Hell no.
No, it ain't going to happen.
Think that'll change anytime soon?
Nope.
He said, do you think that the local residents will start getting help here soon? And he said, nope, not even close.
Okay. Why?
Because it's just like they say, you got to hurry up and wait. Everything is a process. The paper.
Except for they don't have to wait. We have to wait. The Haitian immigrants get it right away. We get nothing right away. We have to wait months before we even find out if we did or didn't get it. And then we have to wait more months to get our cards so we can work, so we can use it. And we have to wait more months till that's actually active. And it's unbelievable.
To outprice everyone that lived here before them.
Well, you get assisted living, you get food stamps, you get government help with vehicles and everything else, while everybody else has to work for that before you even come in.
How long have you been living here in Springfield?
In Springfield itself, over 7 years.
7 years?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the rapid influx of Haitian migrants that have moved in around the neighborhood?
Honestly, I'm not a fan of it, just for a simple fact. See how that trash can is right there?
Right there, yep.
Okay. Every Haitian house you go around, it's honestly filled to the brim. There's trash that leaks out onto the corner everywhere, but we're expected to live clean environment.
Sure.
And it's kind of hard to do that with that. And then on top of that, with the rise of immigrants and they get assisted living freely, it makes it harder for people like me or somebody else who doesn't get assisted living to find affordable housing at a decent rate.
Are they driving the housing costs up around here?
Yeah. Like nobody.
Big time?
Yeah, like.
What are we talking?
Okay. Honestly, in my opinion, it'll be a surprise if I don't get kicked out so they can boost up the rate on this place. They'll probably fix it.
I see.
Get it where it's looking better and boost the rate up on it. They pay $1,200 a month, and I pay $775.
$775.
Because it's not fixed up.
Got it. So how are the Haitians making enough money to outprice everyone that lived here before?
You get $15,000 a month.
You get food stamps. You get government.
$15,000 a month in cash or in food stamps. $5,000 a month in cash, and everything else. You know, whether it's other types of benefits and social welfare, disability, and everything. Free cell phones, free cars on occasion. In some states, they're offering them cash offering them cash down. Like you will pay all your down payment for a house if you pay the whatever. And then they're using the money they get from the government to pay that whatever.
Vehicles and everything else, while everybody else has to work for that before you even come in.
That's all government aid these people are getting.
Honestly, all government aid. You can honestly go to the food stamp office. You go over there for food stamps, you're going to sit there. If you're there at the time they open, there's already a line that's all the way back outside of the building just to go in.
Okay.
And they're all full of Haitians. There's a small line for people that speak English, and honestly, you'll see maybe 10 people that speak English going to the food stamp office nowadays because of it.
Do you think you'll get driven out of this house?
Honestly, I'd be surprised if I don't.
Okay.
That's honestly my honest opinion, because they get a higher rate just because they fixed it half-assed. So if they do it on here, they'll get a higher rate.
So the landlords are capitalizing off of them being able to pay the government benefit pricing they can afford?
Yep.
Driving out locals, OGs like you?
Yeah, they've been doing it around here quite a bit. So, and honestly, the neighborhood is, it's gotten a lot of Haitians in it here recently. So.
When did you notice the big shift?
The big shift started probably about 2 years back, when it started with more and more and more. That's even for jobs.
Okay.
Like, you go...
Yeah, I mean, if you go back 2 years ago was when the Haitian immigrant crisis was happening. You had all those Haitians that were like, that's when the whole stupid thing about the border patrol whips people. That's when that started. This is like an extension of that. And after the whole cannibals took over Haiti thing about was it 7 months ago or so? It's become worse and worse, and more flooding, into our country.
I was working over at OSMI, try training somebody who doesn't speak a lick of English.
Sure.
That's kind of interesting.
They all speak Creole?
Yeah, and
Creole.
There was no...
It's Creole, and that's not actually the main spoken language in Haiti. Creole is Haitian mixed with other things in the South usually, but most of them speak a French dialect, some Creole French, some others. It's mainly just known as Haitian French. But if you're French, only French speaking, you could still communicate with them. They know enough basic French to get by.
Translator for him.
Sure.
So trying to explain, you cannot touch this button, that's kind of irritating.
You're expected to then learn French? Is that what's happening?
Yep.
Oh, they expect you to somehow be able to communicate with them.
But not the opposite?
Yeah, not the opposite.
Got it. Do you think the amount of Haitians that are here right now outnumber the non-Haitians?
It's getting to that point, yeah. Yeah, it's honestly getting to that point. You've
Told
got
you.
more Haitians, and far as in these kind of...
She keeps saying Haitians, like Asian with an H. Haitian, shin, Haitian.
areas or anywhere really in Springfield you go around. The only ones they're not in as an abundance is the rich neighborhoods.
Okay.
But the neighborhoods that are more lower in, there's a flux of.
Got it.
But
I saw a cat walking around here. Twitter tells me that some of the Haitians are kidnapping and eating cats. Is that true? Do we know anything about that?
I've heard rumors about them taking the geese and killing them.
Okay.
You've seen it. I've seen it.
I try to stay clear away.
Okay.
Because I've even heard about them eating the eggs over there. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of disturbing.
Yeah, there's another one. I must have misplaced it. Let's see. I think this might be it.
Come here. You don't want to get eaten up, do you?
You're gonna be next, boys.
I ain't eating nothing off of a barbecue pit around here.
Ducks are disappearing.
So the migrants are eating geese, you think? Have you heard of pets being abducted?
Yep. Cats are a delicacy in Haiti.
It's not that they're poor and eating them because they don't have other food. It is a delicacy like someone would eat escargot.
And then I heard that stuff on Facebook, and I thought, I better watch my dogs.
Well, that wasn't verified.
Springfield, Ohio right now is a tinderbox. They're killing cats. They're eating geese. They're crashing cars. One of these is going to light, and it's going to be bad.
Part of that is because in the state of Ohio, you cannot use lethal force to protect property.
Wow.
And pets are considered property.
Are you carrying a firearm now to keep yourself safe? How has that changed?
Yes, I did. I got a couple guns, and I'm not afraid to use them. I was raised at the hills.
Our town is a bomb, especially with the influx of immigrants or whatever you want to say, people. It's a time bomb ready to go off.
Yep. Our country is a time bomb ready to go off. Our entire country. And so MSNBC claiming that the Venezuelan gangs, the videos I showed you guys last week, taking over the apartment buildings in Colorado, they say, oh, that's fake, even though Homeland Security confirmed that these individuals are gang members and they are doing what is entailed in what I said and what everyone else was saying. So, see, opinion. Trump ignored Trump's tale of gangs seizing apartment complex. Blah, 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 blah. And yet Homeland Security says, no, it's all true. But what can you expect from the news media? mainstream media. They just lie to you, and they expect you to take it like it's just a regular pill that you're taking down in the morning. Oh, let me take my pill. Lies go down and make you feel all good. No, I'm no longer going to accept their lies so I can live in denial and be happy. That's bullshit. And, it leads to some stress, but I would rather be stressed and knowing what's going on in my world than an ignorant loser who's happy with living in denial of everything that's going on around me. And I think you guys are too. That's why you come here. That's why you listen to me. That's why you are supportive of me, and it helps a lot, But I appreciate you guys coming down for this video. Don't forget to go down there, smash the like button, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell for notifications. And yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys coming down like always. Make sure you guys subscribe. It really helps. Please, please, please go down there and do that. Just takes one click and you got subscribed. Make sure you ring that bell too. And don't forget to share this video if you guys like it, man. I appreciate you guys coming down. Have a good one and be safe, y'all. And don't forget to organize and form your militia.